Hey everybody, this next chapter is on sound, which is one of my absolute favorite topics to study in physics. As somebody who likes to listen to music and record music and to make music, it is one of those fascinating pieces that keeps me going. So let me go ahead and show you the investigation that you're going to be looking at with me. I would encourage you to build it yourself if you have that ability. But if not, you're welcome to use my kind of video here to help you lead you along the way. All right, thanks. Let's take a look at it. All right, so I'm here, of course, in my home and needed to look around for some materials that I could set up this investigation with. You could do this in your own home as well. Just take a look around and see what you can find. I have some string, and I chose to attach the string here to the handle of this drawer because I needed it to stay fixed. And then I ran over the side of my desk and then across the top of a paper cup. This could be a plastic cup, but paper cups work really well. And then that string rolls over the other side. In my diagram, overall, this is where the pulley would go, but I don't have a pulley at home, so I just ran it right over the edge of the desk here and then ran the whole thing down to a soup can that I put a little duct tape around with a string. That soup can is about 494 grams, and so pretty darn close to the 500 grams that was suggested there. And then I just attached the whole thing with a paper clip. So again, I ran it over the top of the desk, and then back across over the top of this cup here, and then over to the other side, and then fixed in that place. Anything that's fixed over here works just fine, as long as you've got something that's hanging on this side of things. It's all good to go. All right, of course it's better to actually do this investigation by, seeing it yourself. But if you need to go ahead and use mine, that works okay. So the first thing it asks you to do is to pluck this string between the pulley, which there isn't a pulley here, but it's just over the edge of the desk, and the cup itself. So I'm going to pluck that. That also suggests that it sounds better if you hear it at the cup. So I'm going to go ahead and pluck the string right here. Maybe I'll even get closer to it. It says observe the string as I pluck it. So let's take a look at that. Now you can't feel it through my video, but we can do some careful observation if you watch this. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is check the length of the string and the pitch that we hear. And we're going to go ahead and measure the length of the string from kind of where it touches the desk here up to the cup itself. And I'm going to go ahead and measure it to kind of where it touches the cup. This is about 60 centimeters. So that's our starting one. So 60 centimeters, and this is what it sounds like here. Right, so I'm just plucking the string. 60 centimeters. Let's go ahead and change that to a different value. So instead of 60 centimeters, let's go ahead and put it in at 50 centimeters. Let's see if I can hold the camera and change the cup. That'll be hard. I'm just going to slide this down. And let's see if I can do it at 50. Well, that's pretty close. Look at me. All right, so here's approximately 50 centimeters. All right, let's go ahead and give that a listen. And put it up to the cup here, and here it goes. Adjust that cup a little bit. Now it changes pitch as the cup kind of slides forward. Because it's a tapered cup, it will do that. It slides back towards the lower kind of diameter across the cup, so that changes the pitch as well. All right, so let's check out the next one. I'm going to come over here and instead of 50, let's put it in at 40. Let's see if I can make that happen. So here is right, so that's about 40 centimeters. Let's go ahead and play that. You could probably make a hypothesis now of what you're going to hear, but here it comes. Here's 40 centimeters. Once again, it changes pitch a little bit as that cup slides. Alright, so there's 40. And let's go ahead and try 30. I'm going to come... Oh, this is hard to do one-handed. I should get a tripod. Alright, so there's about 30 centimeters from there to there. And this one now sounds like this. Let's try 20. Ooh, I think this one will be a difficult one. Let's see how it goes. It's kind of smooshing my cup. But there's about 20. So, woo, long way here. Let's play this. The cup slides a little bit. You get the idea here. So readjust the cup. Alright, and I'm going to do, let's see, I've done 50, 40, 30, 20, let's do 10. Alright, so 10 is going to be super short. I don't even know if this is going to work. Wow, look at that cup. Alright, so here it is. I don't even know if we're going to get any sound out of this at all. That cup is pretty smashed, but this is 10 centimeters just right here. So here it is. And as I pluck it, this cup just is kind of sliding. I could tape it down, but that does change the sound as well. So 10 centimeters. But you can even hear that drop in pitch as that cup slides down. So there you have it. Alright, so I found some random items in my house. You could find anything you'd like. And I ended up using a kitchen scale. But there's all sorts of different ways that you can get amounts. But if you're doing it with me, these are the items. I have my soup can, which is 494 grams. I have this beautiful magnet that came out of an old radio back from kind of World War II, I believe. This is 1,360 grams. I've got a roll of masking tape, which is 129 grams, and an old cassette tape. You might not even have these around in your house. Maybe you do. 74 grams, a 9-volt battery at 46 grams, and then this Xbox controller at 289 grams. So I'm going to go ahead and take a moment to hang these up, and we'll listen to how they sound. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and start things out with a 46-gram battery, which again is just dangling over the edge here, and I'll go ahead and hold my phone. I'll be plucking it. It looks like that. And here's what it sounds like in the cup. Now if you can't hear that, I get it. It sounds to me like almost like a whooshing sound. It's very, very hard to hear. Alright, so let's try something a little bit bigger. Alright, so here's my 74-gram cassette tape. Appears that it wants to unspin the string. You get the idea though. We're hanging it off the desk. And it comes across, and I'm going to go ahead and pluck the string here. And we'll put it up to the cup. Alright, let's check out the next one. Alright, next I have my 129 grams of masking tape, again running up here, and I'll pluck the string here, and I'll put that up here.
So it sounds like you're starting to get something out of there that is recognizable. And let's do a couple more. This is my 289 gram Xbox controller, just dangling off the edge. Make sure that it's nicely dangling there. And let's give it a pluck. Alright, so here is the 494 gram soup can leading its way up here, and here's what it sounds like when I plug it. Cool. Now on to the big guns. This is the 1,360 gram magnet that I have all set up. And it's even squishing the cup a little bit. It's so heavy, but it sounds like this. Quite different. All right, I'm going to do one last video here where instead of hanging objects of known masses from this, I'm going to actually pull on the string itself to change the tension. So I've got the string in my hand, I'm going to put it over the top of the cup, and then I'm just going to pull down at varying amounts and see what I can get out of the deal. So it starts out sounding like this. If I pull a little harder, a little harder, a little harder. Now if I was really good at this, I could potentially vary the tension. And I might even be able to play a tune out of it. Maybe not.